I was thinking back about what I was saying. I was being a little bit cranky and critical, probably, sounding of the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet has saved my life. I'll let you know that. But when people get super boastful about like, I'm never gonna have fruits or vegetables or I'm only gonna eat beef the rest of my life, I'm like, no, you're not.
You fall and you break, you got battles to take on, but you figure it out, yeah. When you fall and you break, you got changes to make now.
On my cell phone here, driving, because that seems really smart and safe. Wise, very wise. I'm in the need of meat. I need some meat. Could someone show me some meat? That's a little too far, Aaron. Keep it professional. Good luck. I'm gonna head down here to the butcher shop. I'm gonna see if I can pick up a whole beef shoulder clod, beef chuck shoulder clod. They'll sell it to me for, I've got it for $4.19 a pound once and then $4.29 a pound once. I don't know if I want to spend more than $4.50. We'll see what they have. They also have T-bone steaks, whole T-bones on sale for $7.99 a pound, which I'm like, I'm not sure if that's the best because it has the bone, but then the bone is flavor, but it's also weight, so that's always fun. But I'll look at them and I'll see and maybe buy a whole one. I'm pretty sure I have a bone saw. The problem is like, I'm getting older and all the years start running together, and if I don't have a bone saw, I'm pretty sure I have a bone saw for deer production. And since I didn't get a deer this year, it's not top of mind, man. All right, I thought you really just needed to know this. Then I'm gonna go get some bacon, because I'm out of bacon. Probably some more eggs, because I got like 100 left. We'll see how this turns out. Well, I made it home for lunch. I went and picked up some meat first. Just realized there's like grease all over this camera. Imagine that. But they didn't have whole T-bone steaks, but they had them all individually cut for $7.99 a pound. So, yeah. And they're all weighed? What? There's no way. They're all exact. Check this. It's saying this is 1 pound 8 ounces. 1 pound 3 ounces. 1 pound 4.5. 1.3. This is like with this T-bone, if I put in my calculator, since they're like 1.3, 1.4, I'd probably just put it as a pound. I'm gonna actually eat one of these for lunch right now. I'm gonna throw a couple in the sous vide machine so I can have one for dinner and my wife can have one if she wants. Or I can eat 2. Yeah, I'll show you all the stuff that I bought later. I don't have a lot of time, but I wanna make sure I eat this. I'm gonna cook it barely. You see now, all you gotta do is get yourself a tub of beef tallow and put it in a pan. Get that nice and hot. Cook up that thing with some salt on it. Oh, it'll be so good. It feels good to have. I don't know how much T-bone I got exactly. They're like, how much do you want? Since they didn't sell them whole. Well, they did sell them whole, but it was more expensive somehow. Whatever. I'm like, how many do you want? And I was like, I want all of them. I think I got like 14 of them, pounders, so 14 pounds worth, somewhere in there. I'll show you later. But then I got a whole beef clod for $4.19 or $4.29 a pound. It actually had $4.99 a pound, and the lady crossed down. I'll do the math because we got a deal. But the story I was going to tell you is I'm at this meat shop over by where I work, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, we're short-staffed." One of the guys, I believe the owner, and we're short-staffed. I was like, "Oh yeah, we're kind of short-staffed." Where I work, the place I run, all my employees keep calling in and having different problems. And he was like, "Oh, where do you work?" I was like, "Yeah, I run this thrift store." He's like, "Kilby?" I was like, "Yeah." So you know my dad. Go find out that this guy, his stepson, used to play in a band that used to play over at our outreach teen center. Small world. So I kind of know the owner now. So yeah, that's good. Going and buying meat and saving the planet. I also got sucked in at Sam's Club and gotten some batteries that are rechargeable for my remote control. Now I need to hide this for my kids. And if I have this, I can also save the planet. Just like I am by eating all this meat. Another thing that happened is I got up this morning to work out and I was like, hold on, let me check my calendar and I counted, and last week was supposed to be my week off from working out. And I was like, man, I was feeling pretty sore. And I was like, no wonder you forgot to take a rest week. So I'm taking this week as my rest week. I was going back and forth this morning like, okay, Aaron, you just giving up. You wussing out, man. Not putting in the work. Just taking it easy on yourself. And there's also part of me is like, you plan to take the weeks off because you work hard. So you give your body time to rest. Yeah, so I told myself that was just being overly critical and legalistic. Hey, be quiet. Take an easy morning. Just chill. I might go walking some of these mornings, just depending how the weather is, because that to me it's not strenuous at all. Like going for a walk is one of the most relaxing things that I do. Now, lifting weights and stuff like that, I don't really mind it, but I'm sore. I could feel it. So give myself some time to rest, my shoulders some more rest time, and I think in the long run, I'll be thankful that I took the rest time. I guess I could just do leg days. Yeah. Ow, burn myself. Jump out. Yeah, these T-bones, if I was gonna cut them, they would be bigger than this. Like 1 pound, maybe 3/4 of an inch, some thick steaks, but these will be good. I find right now that I'm feeling hungry, I'm craving some fat. There's some on here. I'm craving some steak. Yeah. We have to be sizzling. I also wanted to say thank you for everyone with the nice comments about me and my wife on the last video about how we looked good and how it looks like we liked each other. Yeah, we try. We really invest time in our marriage and time to sit and talk. And it could be better, but everything could have improvement, if you look at it critically. But yeah, we really tried. We've been investing in our marriage since before we got married. I do know that I need to buy some new dress clothes because my pants were like way bigger than they needed to be. And my shirt was okay, but get some new shirts. Let's look at this. Sizzle, sizzle. I love to cook the steak. It's gonna be so good. I also am gonna address yesterday's video. I haven't edited it yet, but I was thinking back about what I was saying. I was being a little bit cranky and critical, probably sounding of the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet has saved my life. I'll let you know that. But when people get super boastful about like, I'm never gonna have fruits or vegetables or I'm only gonna eat beef the rest of my life, I'm like, no, you're not. There's no way you're gonna make it. You're gonna drive down the road, and a bug's gonna go in your mouth, or something's gonna happen. You're actually gonna lick your finger, or something's gonna happen. And I can't help but think that way. We're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna eat off plan sometime in our life. You're gonna get sick when you're older, get put in the hospital, have nothing you can eat. You're gonna have to eat something off plan eventually. I mean, unless I'm underthinking this. I'm not saying I don't like carnivore. I'm not saying we should eat a bunch of plants or vegetables. I'm just saying it's not necessary for everyone to be 100% meat eating only. For me, I don't think I have to be 100%, but I want to get as close to that as possible. And then have these good resets where you do 60 days, eating a certain amount of foods, or like the straight line diet to help remind you of what you feel like and what it's like to be 100% meat made. That being said, this year I'm going to plant some stuff out in my garden. I don't use pesticides. I don't use weird stuff. I have rabbit poop and I have quail poop. I have rabbit poop that I can put right in the garden. I have quail poop that compost, and I can grow a little bit of vegetables. And last year I barely ate any of them because meat was good. But growing a few things and like having a cherry tomato here, or green bean, or like a snap pea in the spring, here and there while I was walking in or outside, was like, I don't know, it just made me feel close to the nature. If that makes sense. But for some people you can't do that. Other people you can. And at least on carnivore, I always recommend try carnivore diet, try lion diet, try carnivore. Just get all that stuff out of your life and have that good reset in your life. We need to reset the way we think about food. I'm not ordering Domino's. I'm not eating subs, Ricky. And I have my own issues. I made off diets and I paid for it. I've consumed stuff that I shouldn't have and I paid for it. But you learn and you grow. Yeah. We're learning, we're growing, and we're gonna be eating now. Finishing salt, again, because of Gordon Ramsay. Oh yeah. I'm gonna not cut into it immediately. I'll wait a little bit. Let it rest. Gordon Ramsay. I will see you at dinner time. And I will show you the stuff that I bought. Bacon, eggs, beef. No butter though. I almost forgot to make myself food. I'm trying to edit videos. Use my brain. And what are you guys eating? Chicken noodle soup.
And it's chicken broth, but I decided to make sourdough dumplings.
Okay.
So it's a new recipe, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they'll like it.
Is it gluten free?
No.
So you can't eat it?
I could eat it, because apparently I can eat gluten now.
Who told you that?
The allergist. He told me I can eat whatever I want. But I am planning on having ground beef and cabbage.
You could do what you want. You could get all the Gucci and Louis Vuitton. This is all greasy. Well, I feel like I'm in lifestyles of the rich and famous because I think I'm gonna eat
Mom, it smells.
2 T-bone steaks, and it will barely take me over my recommended dosage of food, protein and fat. Actually, my calculator says a lot more fat, but T-bones is not a ribeye. It's fine. It's just fine. Because even at this, my calorie load, it says I'm 460 calories down for the day. I just watched a thing. Oh, my wife's back here. I just watched a thing. I just elbowed you.
You watched the thing?
Bart K like debating Neil deGrasse Tyson, some like scientist guy, when he was talking about calories, and it was like, it hurt my brain because there's no such thing as calories. And the labels of calories on your food could be off, up or down by 20%.
Because the idea is in an enclosed system, that's what they measure on the different foods, but our bodies are not a closed system.
Yeah,
so
they're just measuring
it falls
mass.
apart. Yeah.
And some people say that protein doesn't even break down to energy because your body just uses the protein. So it's not even an energy source.
You heard it here first. Well,
Maybe
not
some
really.
of it, not all of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's confusing.
The more I live, the more I find out that people have no idea what they're talking about and don't even know what they know. And so I don't even know why you're watching me do any of this.
Obvious results, maybe?
Oh, well, yeah, I had results. Well, yeah, I had results where I was able to lose weight and gain strength. Not lose weight and become a pencil neck.
Waste away to nothing.
Waste away, lose all my muscle mass. The only place I have to lose weight left is right back here. What? This donk is never becoming a dink.
What?
My donk is never gonna be a dink. Do you know what that means? A big butt is a donk and a small butt is a dink.
I know, but it also means other things.
Oh, does it? Like what?
Dual income, no kids.
Oh, dual income, no kids. That is not us.
Not us.
That is the opposite of us. I better get grilling. My wife just informed me that we're not dinks, that we're silks. Single income, lots of kids. I mean, she does work from home, less than part-time, but I guarantee she works way harder than I do, dealing with my insanity. I was really hoping to like get to grinding my whole big chuck shoulder quad. I'll show you that stuff here after dinner. But then I just had this thought, like I was thinking about grinding it all and just making my own hamburger because I like bigger ground stuff also. But then I was like, man, what if I should have picked up a brisket today too and just went for it. I took this whole shoulder quad and a brisket and grind all that just to have some variety there. There's nothing like grinding your own meat and eating that. It is so much better than like store ground stuff. Here's the sizzle. Yeah, kind of a sizzle. You can't really see. 2 T-bone steaks. My wife is eating her normal cabbage and ground beef and she likes it. And she's not tired of it yet, so I'm not gonna stop her. But yeah, this looks like a lot of steak here, but it's essentially 2 pounds. I'm just going for it because that lunch steak was good, but I was still hungry and I'm tired of eggs right now. Bacon sounds good, but I'll eat that maybe for breakfast or lunch tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna eat all this guilt-free and it's gonna be great. but they're not really thick. I guarantee it's not actually 2 pounds of meat. I guarantee it, or guarantee it. All right, while this is cooking, I was at Sam's Club and I saw, you know, at the eggs they had like a box of eggs where it says just the whites. I'm like, where's just the yolks? If there was an unprocessed version of eggs that you can just buy that was just the yolks, that might be good, but then it would have to be scrambled. I guess I could just make my own yolks. Is this yolk? Is this yolk joke? Oh, I gotta cut that. Probably won't. Just leave it in there. It's cold out here. Hug my grill. One of my kids just said, "Why do we have to eat healthy?"
Because you make us.
Because we make you eat healthy?
Yeah.
What do you want to eat?
Well, I didn't eat healthy stuff today.
So what do you want to eat?
Pizza.
Okay.
Has 3 types of germs in it.
3 types of germs?
One is in the crust, right?
Yeast?
Yeah.
Yeast is
One
not
is in the cheese.
And one comes out your butt?
Yes, they all come out.
Today they were doing a project with icing and vanilla wafers, and I asked him what was on his shirt. He said, "You're not gonna like it."
You can't even see me. Hello, my name is Aaron Kilby, and I bought some meat and eggs. Here is 180 eggs. Now, 270. I already had 1 box. I bought 2 more. Make sure you put them in order. All that grease on my camera makes it difficult. So I got bacon. I got apple, wood, and hickory. And I like these ones from Sam's Club because they're really nice and thick. And no, it's not 100% clean. It does say that there's no carbs, no sugars. But then whenever you look at the ingredients, if I can find it, is there ingredients on here? Cured with water, sugar, salt, sodium phosphate, sodium erythrobate, and sodium nitrate. It's nominal. My birds are going crazy because they know I'm not eating birds. I'm not eating quail on my diet. So I got all these. Oh, by the way, I ate both those T-bone steaks and I'm full. And no, I didn't get to eat the whole things because I have kids. I'm married with kids and I gave away a little bit. But what a $7.99 a pound. I bought almost 14 pounds of New York or T-bones. Yeah, I have 8 steaks left. I ate 3 today. That was a little much, but I was hungry. No guilt eating. And then I got this big bad boy, a little over 22 pounds for $100. It's a whole chuck clod. It's big. This is my big head and this is the big piece of meat. So I might go back to Sam's Club and get a brisket too and just go to town and grind all this chuck and a brisket together. So I just have my own ground meat because it's the best. And I keep saying that. All right, that's all you guys get for today. My meat fridge. What's in the freezer? Well, hoardings of meat. Oh, I forgot about, I already had some ground meat in here. Here's more ground meat. Some chicken and a whole deer. Yeah, nice to meet you. I got a meat problem. Lots of meat over here at the Kilby house. Yeah, I need to invite people over and feed them meat.